Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more RimWorld, returning to the A No Hope playthrough. And things have been progressing pretty well. Gabby is almost to the point where she can be a useful member of the colony. We still are in the progress of flooring off the rest of the base. And then after that, I'd like to start replacing the walls here that are wood with stone ones so we can recoup some of that wood we've used. And outside of that, we still need a lot of steel, obviously, so we might as well queue up more mining here. And we're doing okay on components, so I'm actually going to hold off on mining more of that. But as long as we have the steel vein still going, and it might even carry over all the way to this side. That is the closest steel vein that we have, though, so I'm going to continue to work that one while we can. But I think there is other steel around on the map. I'd have to really look. I mean, there's some up here and what have you. But let's focus on what's nearby. Alright, with that being said, let us go ahead and continue here. And we're also trying to process the food here. Now, the big problem on this map is the temperature, because right now it's nighttime. But we have temperatures almost at 100 degrees Fahrenheit. It's dropping over the night, obviously. You know, he's still working here. I don't know. Yeah, he would naturally have slept. Alright, so we're producing the stone, and then we're turning that stone into flooring. And then once we get enough stone, I'll also, again, convert these walls. The power situation is pretty good at the moment. We don't have that many power demands. And then after we get the walls replaced, I think the next order of business is to actually make old Ben here a bedroom. Well, let's go ahead and fast forward here. Okay, she's finally fully healed. Let's take a look at her health. So she just has a little bit of malnutrition because she was in a daze. And now that she's not in pain, she'll probably be a little bit less of a problem as far as her mental state goes. Now, as far as work schedule, we should have everybody on the same schedule. I don't think anybody is a night owl. It's actually kind of useful to have at least one in your party. Now, the one thing that might be an issue here is the fact that Gabby's abrasive and the fact that old Ben is, you know, he's a little bit, well, he hates women. So there you go. It's probably about time that we renamed Gabby to something else and a different nickname. I'll have to think about what I want to name her. Should I name her after Leia, or should I name her after one of the droids? Maybe C-3PO? I don't know. We'll have to think about it. Alright. In any case, she's meditating, and now she's going to go out and have some joy, because she's probably rather joy-deprived. Well, no, actually, that didn't take her too long. Alright, so she's doing some cleaning here, because she is on a higher priority to do that. As she's not as skilled as some of the other party members, and we do have a decent amount of blood and dirt and crap around, so it's good that she's working on that. Okay, we've got a major break risk, and that is old Ben. What is old Ben's problem? Let's take a look. His big problem is disturbed sleep, and I'm probably going to assume that was the fact that he has his bedroom in here, and Luke came in and started working on making food, which he wasn't too happy with. Again, I'm going to continue to have the stone cutting jobs done, so. And it's probably about time that we started working on other zones too. So let's take a look at the home area. So the home area is all of this. That's probably okay for now. What else we have? Build roof area, that's fine. We're going to want a loud area, though, which honestly, it already has a pretty good, decent one here. So if we're ever in trouble, we can switch to this. Another thing I could do, if I wanted to, would be knock down this door and replace it with the steel one. I think eventually what we'll do is we'll have a hallway that links all this stuff together, so all of this will be indoors. It probably would be a good idea to build a wall overall as well, but, you know, we have some basic demands right now that we're going to need to do. This shouldn't be too hard to wall off. Mostly the big wall will be over here. Okay, so Luke is, for whatever reason, mining right now. He should not be doing that. He should predominantly be working on food production. And let's just take a look here. Cooking should be higher than mining, so I really don't know why he did that. Unless there's somebody else cooking. Ah, Gabby is cooking. Okay, so we have a bulk goods trader. Let's jump to the location. Now, just to take a quick look here. I don't think there is a social tab, but I'm pretty sure that Luke is going to be our most social character. But we'll just look through here. Yeah, he's the most social character for sure. So let's go ahead and trade. I guess that's fine that Gabby is doing the cooking for right now, but she doesn't have a passion for it where I think... Oops. Oh, I guess he got to the trade screen here before I was thinking we would. Okay, so we've got a bunch of animals here. Doesn't look like, outside of the cows, any of them are useful. Cows might be really useful for the milk production. We've got some chocolates. We have some nutrient paste, which is relatively cheap, and they have a fair number of them. As far as meals, they do have some lavish meals. They also have various meats that we could either take or sell ourselves. And potatoes we could sell, but we're not going to, obviously. Should I keep the iguana skin around? Yeah, why not? They wouldn't pay us that much for it anyway. They do have medicine, but they're charging a premium for it. Okay. Now, they have a lot of steel, and they're not charging a lot for it. But I think it's probably a better idea to save our money for things that are a little bit more crucial at the moment. And I'm just not seeing anything that screams out by me outside of the cows. We don't really have a way to keep the cows, in my opinion, safe. We probably also don't have much means to feed them. So I'm not sure I'm ready for this now, but this would have been, I think, a good deal. We could buy components. They're not particularly expensive, but for now, I'm just going to hold off. I don't feel like there's anything we necessarily have to buy here. Alright, so now everywhere indoors is lit decently. Except for our storeroom, which is not. I also would like to expand it, I think. So we'll have to think about that as well. But until we get more stone, I think we're gonna just let things go. Okay, he's gotten food poisoning again. That's not good. Old Ben is still unhappy. I am going to change this bill, though. And rather than it be... Do we just cancel it? I'm trying to remember. Is there a way... Yeah, I just want to do a bill where it's all stone. Make any stone blocks. That way he's taking the closest stone. And I will just cancel this bill. So he'll just take whatever stone's nearby rather than prioritizing sandstone. I did that initially because sandstone was the closest stone to us. Okay, so Luke has switched back over to the cooking job. And Gabby's going to be working on mining. We really need to get him a new bedroom, though, because having him sleep in here is not really ideal. Oh, you know what? The one downside, though, to doing it that way? I'm going to suspend this for now. Add bill. Make sandstone blocks. Do forever. The is that we still have to finish the flooring here, so... Alright. She is being chased. She begs for safety and offers to join your party, your colony. Biologically 71 years old. No, thank you. I'm not going to take the fight if I'm going to get a 71-year-old colonist that who knows. So just ignore the message. Sorry. We're very mean, although technically we might have been able to get away with it because the trade caravan here. Okay. You go. Hopefully Gabby doesn't interrupt old Ben's sleep, but I have a feeling Luke's going to do that anyway, so old Ben's going to be probably unhappy again. We can check that. Yeah, okay, so he didn't, he only had one disturbed sleep times 1. And he feels terrible for no particular reason. I forget. Is he like a pessimist or something? No. He's nervous, and I think Gabby is too, right? Yeah, we have some short fuses. But whatever was upsetting him keeps coming and going. Okay, an escape pod. You detect an escape pod. Let's go ahead and jump to that location. Oh, it's right nearby. Probably have old Ben rescue, so... Okay. Let's see what we got here. Alright, psychically dull. That's technically good. Pyromaniac, though, not so good. And he doesn't have anything on him. Screw him. I don't want him joining the group, and I don't think there's a way. Is there a way to kick somebody out? On the other hand, I don't know how the caravan system works at all. So I'm going to switch to the world map here. What we could do is we could patch him up and then send him out on a caravan, more or less a death mission. From a group of colonists able to travel to new areas, colonists will gather all the assigned supplies and accompanying animals, leave their current area, and wait further orders. Okay, I don't know if that is what I want to do necessarily, but it could be something we could do. I don't really know the benefits of doing that. I do know that if we get over to, where was that again? Up here somewhere, we can leave the planet, which is more or less a victory condition. I mean, it is a long way. We have to go all the way up here and around here, and there's a pirate band right nearby, and get up in there. I mean, I would assume you would want to be able to carry enough supplies to be able to make that journey, and I don't know how long that journey would take. In any case, let's go back to here, and what interactions can we do with this guy? I mean, we could capture him and release him, but that might hurt our relationship with a faction. I don't know. I just don't want to risk the chance that he'll join our party. That's like the big thing. So, I guess he's just going to bleed to death. I should probably set up a corpse zone. Oh, old Ben's in a daze. So, let's go ahead and do that. Zone. Dumping zone. We'll put it back in this corner. And this is going to be clear all. Allow rotten. And this is going to be corpses of humans. That way we keep them out of the eye of most of our populace. This is not really an area we'll be going into. This is been told to me that it was scary. Something scary is in there, so I don't want to open that up anyway. So it's good that I think we make this our dead body zone. So we can clear these skeletons and what have you, so we're not walking by them. And when this guy bleeds out, we'll do that. Where's Luke? Oh, he's picking up dead bodies too. I actually don't recall how many dead bodies we have out on this map. There should be at least one more. Yeah, over here. This will make people upset a little bit because they're having to be around corpses, but they should be fine now. Oh, you know what? I don't know. Did Gabby ever get a weapon? No, it doesn't look like it. So, go ahead and take... Well, what is your skills like? You're equally good at shooting and close combat, so go ahead and equip this bow. I mean, it's better than nothing. Alright, so that should be it for the corpses. And that means Luke will go over and continue to mine. And we're just waiting for Ben to recover here. We almost have the sandstone completed that we need to finish our production of the flooring. And then I think I'll just turn back on stone because I don't really care if we have mismatched stone walls at this point. I just want to wall this stuff off and recoup our wood. Unfortunately, old Ben here is going to be starving a little bit. And hot because it's summer. And he's walking around outside. We're going to need to get air conditioning up sometime in the near future as well to help with the base conditions. Because it's rather warm on this map, obviously. And we're going to have heat stroke problems. We're not careful. Okay, we have a solar flare. So electrical devices will be out for the meantime. Probably should have made him eat food before he slept. Alright, our food situation is not bad. What is our crop growing situation like? We're at 58%. Okay, that's not too bad. And Luke can work on the stone cutting while that is going on. And we just have a little bit more of the floor to make. Okay, so we're done there. I think... Oh, no, we have a little bit more. Oh, she keeps failing at the construction. Okay. There we go. So now we can go in here, suspend this bill, and then reinitiate this bill. And I guess we might as well just cancel the sandstone block thing. Okay. So the next task that we have to do, in my opinion, is replace these walls. Ooh, cargo pods, where we got that. Or what is this? Kibble. Well, unfortunately, we don't have any animals, but we will pick it up. is kibble like considered a perishable good? That's one thing I don't really know. Deteriorating due to being unroofed. So no, it doesn't appear to be a perishable good, really. Problem is, I don't know if we have enough room to store it all. We're going to have our colonists out picking that stuff up. Well, Ben will eat food, then he'll start, after he's done getting his joy, he'll help us haul things. Okay, they're putting the kibble in here, so... Although it does not appear to be perishable, we could probably put it in there, but we've got room in our fridge for now. So it's not that big of a deal, I guess. And we're almost done cooking the meals that we can cook. Let's go ahead and get into the mining here. So, mine that and that. And... You know, I have this zone for our stockpile. I should probably put the stockpile closer to where the stone cutting happens. So let's well, here I can do this. Zone. It's going to be a dumping zone. We'll put it right there, and then we will copy settings, paste settings, and then just delete that zone. And what I'll do is tell them to start hauling stone into that zone. Anyone that remains up, because hauling is a priority, so they should do it if they're not sleeping. And we can start on some of our construction here. Once we have this stuff hauled, I'll do that, though. Oh, psychic drone. What's going on? Okay. Every colonist in the female gender witnesses pain. Okay. So it's female affecting psychic drone. And we can see exactly how bad that is here in a second. Psychic drone medium. So that's going to be 15 and as long as it's around. Fortunately, we only have one female colonist, but that's still not necessarily a great thing. All right. Cougar self-tamed. Okay. A cougar. All right, let's take a look here. Animal. Well, I'm sure the cougar can be trained to... May not be able to haul, maybe. But it could attack people, right? Alright, we'll train it for obedience, and animal can be released to attack distant targets instead of just defending the master. Okay. We'll try and train it, I guess. We could just kill it, but for now, I think that's okay. Female cougar. Age 6. Okay. I guess that works for me. That will be our new emergency rations, and we can always sell it off, I guess, like we did with our terrier. Okay, well, there's our hauling. Now it's time, I think, to work on the wall. So, first, deconstruct. We'll do a wall at a time here. Although that's kind of dangerous doing that. I'm going to want to close that wall as soon as I possibly can because of the refrigeration. Then we're going to want structure here. And what do we have the most of? What kind of stone? Slate. All right, so slate will be. Alright. Okay, that's done. Now we can deconstruct this wall. I don't know if we'll knock out the door if I deconstruct this too, so we'll do it a little bit at a time. Okay. Slate wall. Put that in. And then we'll deconstruct. And I don't know if we're getting the wood back equivalent to what we spent. I'm possibly not. And then slate. Okay. Oh, we got ourselves finally having our things all made out of stone and recouping some of our wood so we can use it for other things. I would like to definitely expand our storeroom at this point. So what I'm going to do is do that and except I'm making this all out of the same material, aren't I? Oops. Okay, we'll do that much out of slate. And then our next thing would be structure. Let's do sandstone here. Okay. And then we'll knock down some walls here. And then we'll make beds out of curiosity, furniture. What can we make these out of? Oh, we can make them out of stone. So I could probably dismantle Luke's bed, which is made out of wood, and make it out of sandstone because we have a decent amount of that. All right, so we're looking good here. I mean, we're having to focus on making a lot of things out of stone, unfortunately. But I think we've got things moving in the right direction. As a matter of fact, I think this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.